Hey everyone, it's Atlanta's favorite podcaster, Elia, and I am coming to you with something brand new. I'm starting a series to actually give you self help tips when it comes to starting your business. These are things that I have learned on my entrepreneur ish journey, and I want you guys to come in and start the series. Today, we are starting the series with Master Your Finances Secrets to Personal and Business Success. Now, this is something that I have learned from going to all of these seminars, taking courses, things like that. So, this is what I've learned so far. So, let's get started. So, very first thing I want to show you guys is our introduction. Um, we have a lot going on today. We have personal and business finances. We're going to figure out how to separate those two things because that's what we 100% need to do. Two, we're going to write some things down because we are not doing that in our business. And if it is not written down, it never happened. Promise you, it's going to save you a lot of time later. And then on our third agenda, we are going to end with personal funds versus assistance. We all know that funding is a big part of starting a business. I'm going to show you how to use personal funds and other people's money, OPM. Shout out to Liz. And then we're also going to give you some resources, some real resources that you can use today to start funding your brand new business. All right, so let's start with our introduction. First, I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate your time. I know that these tips are going to help you skyrocket your business, which is why I put this together. It's been something that I've been working on for a while, so let's go. We are going to talk about fixing our personal finances. The first thing that I had learned becoming an entrepreneur, I thought you just start a business. And when you start a business, it's its own thing. It has nothing to do with you. And you could just go get some funding. And by funding, I mean a loan, a credit card, things like that. That is not completely true. You can do that with things called no-doc loans. These are people, no-doc loans are actually based 100% on your personal finances. A lot of these things that you are hearing about on Instagram, on TikTok, on things like that, they're talking from a standpoint of giving you half of the information in order to sell you the course to give you the rest of the information. So I'm going to tell you up front, your personal finances 100% affect the amount of money that you can get from certain banks for your business. They are intertwined. Because your business is new, they need to figure out what you have done as a person that will make them feel comfortable giving you money. So if your credit score is low, they're going to think you're going to run your business as the same way you ran your personal life. I'm not going to be too happy about that. So we're doing that. Secondly, we are separating our personal and business funds. You need to separate accounts, separate credit card for different things. Everybody says, "Oh, well, you just go to have a birthday dinner and you write it off." Mm, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's split that up so that you don't get in trouble. The biggest thing is a lot of these people are going out, they are finally making money, and then the IRS takes their money, somebody sues them and takes their money. We don't want that to happen to you, okay, boo? We don't want that happening. All right. And then lastly, we're going to talk about finding financial assistance. Um, your business does not have to be built off of your back alone. You can get help. So I put together these short little things so that you guys can see everything that's going on. All right, so personal and business finances. Your personal finances. First, you have to get that together because, like I said, banks are going to be looking at this in order to give you funding for your business. So, first things first, we got to get on a budget. I hate this word budget. We always think about budget in this terms of scarcity, especially if you're learning how to manifest and you're thinking about abundance. You're like, budget? No, I can't do budget. That's going to, shrink my thinking. It's going to stop my manifestation. It's going to keep me from thinking about abundance. But here's the thing. This abundance of money you're about to be given, the abundance of money that you are manifesting for, you are responsible for this. Having a budget means you are responsible. It's not scarcity. It's being responsible. So, first, you need to track your income and expenses. This is huge. If you do not know what's going out and in, you cannot succeed. I promise you, you're going to mess up. You're going to forget a bill. You're going to forget somebody you were supposed to pay. You're going to forget that you put something on Afterpay. Let's talk about it. Put it on Afterpay, and then that funds come out, and you thinking you got an extra $100, and you don't because you already bought something with it. Okay, so let's really, 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 really focus on budget, tracking our money. Second thing is to identify your essential expenses, and when I say essential, I mean essential: food, water, gas, electric, home. Period. That's it. Car note. Car insurance. That's it. I'm not kidding. These are essentials. That has to be number one in your budget. Do not spend anything else until those things are paid. You also need to make sure you have savings and then an emergency fund. And then regularly review this. Over time, you're going to start making more money. So maybe you can expand your budget after some time. Maybe you can expand where how much you pay in your essentials, how much you pay in your discretionary funds. This is really going to be your discipline. Budget equals discipline. Discipline's not a bad word. It's the thing that's going to get you further. When you are done, when you are burnt out, your discipline is going to take you way further than your motivation can. Okay. Second, manage your bills. You need to start organizing and prioritizing your payments. Everything that has a high interest rate needs to be paid first. Let's get it done. Let's get it paid off. You're going to create a system to track what is due, especially your due dates. And our ultimate goal is always to get everything on automatic payments. This is what we're building to. This is once you hit automatic payments, then we can start talking about a lot of other things. We start talking about credit. We start talking about other things. And the last thing is building your credit. You're going to have to pay off these high interest credit cards. This is going or loans or things that you have done in your past. Don't be mad at yourself. Okay. Do not be mad at yourself. We all made stupid financial decisions when we were young. I know when I got to college, I got a letter in the mail and they said, "Oh, sign up for this credit card." And I was like, "Okay, credit card, I'm grown." And I ran that thing up in 2 months. And then I was like, "Oh, snap. It's going to take me 4 years to pay this off." It actually took me 7 years to pay it off. So, this is what I'm saying. Interest rates are crazy. You need to really focus on that. When your budget is down, it's credit. We're all worried about credit. We are fixing that. That's the next thing that you need because once your credit is good, you're good. Also, the other thing is you guys can read the bullet points, but the very, very last thing I really want to point out on this slide is that you need to limit the number of new credit applications. The less inquiries, the better, especially when you're trying to apply for a lot of money. Um, Using your business loan, you don't need that many inquiries. Do not go buy a car or go look for a car and then go try to get a business loan. Do that afterwards, okay? Let's prioritize. Next, we're going to talk about separating your personal and business. It has to be separated. You cannot pay your bills with your business account. Okay? Don't do that. That's a surefire way for you to get audited. We're not doing that. We don't have time for that. I don't know about you, but I don't like people in my business. So handle your business up front. So I've made a list of what is personal expenses and what are business expenses. Now, let me tell you, I know you heard a lot of Instagram gurus, a lot of TikTokers telling you, what? You can totally pay for your car with your business. You can totally take a vacation with your business. You can totally, honey, honey, if you're going to do this, that means you have reached out to a professional and you have set this up legally to be able to do this. Don't just start swiping your business card to go pay for some gas. You can get a business credit card to pay for gas. And it's a gas card. Like there's ways to do this. There are ways to do this where some of your personal things aren't coming from your business, but there's levels to this. There are a whole bunch of levels to this. To be safe, if you don't have a CFO, if you don't have an accountant, if you don't have some type of financial advisor, use this list. This way, you know your personal stuff is over here and it can be taxed as personal. And then over here, you have your business stuff and it can be taxed as business. The government don't play, they come in for their money. Okay, so stop. Don't play with them. Don't get yourself caught up. I know you got a lot of money coming in, but we really need to separate these two things. This is the biggest thing that I have seen people get messed up over. Because when they're asking you, where's your money coming from? And all your money is in your personal cash app, they're gonna be like, it don't look like your business make any money. It looks like you're funneling money. That's when they start using words like um what is it? Like you're washing your money. Don't do that. We don't wash money over here. All right. Next thing, write things down. Right? Like it seems simple, but what the fuck? We're not doing it. Excuse my language, but like really, we're not doing it. Document everything. When you open your business, there should be a document saying today is the day I, Elio White, decided to create a business. Here's what here's our plans for the future. And this is our mission statement, vision, and blah, blah, blah. All these things need to be written down. You can't say you have a business and you don't have a single piece of document saying when your business was founded, what day it was open, what you plan on doing with your business accounts, things like that. You need this for loans, you need this for grants, you need this for everything. It makes you official. It's also CYA, because if somebody comes and tries to sue your business, they can get you if you've never documented anything. Your business doesn't exist. Come on now, let's come on. Let's not. All right. Seek professionals. If you are not one of the people who will sit there and learn every ounce of business accounting, right? Get yourself an accountant, get yourself a lawyer, get yourself some advisors. These people are going to save you if anything happens. We're not saying something will happen, but maybe. And if maybe happens, you're prepared for it. The worst thing that you could do as a business owner is not be prepared. This is your job. Everybody's depending on you. Imagine you have 5 employees who are feeding their kids, who are taking care of their parents off of the money that you give them, and you get sued and you don't have any of this written down. You don't have an advisor, you don't have a lawyer. That looks crazy, right? They can't trust you to be their leader. Lead, lead, lead well, and lead well by seeking professionals in spaces where you need help. You do not know everything, hun, but you are good at what you're good at, and these people are good at what they're good at. Get the best. That's the other thing I'm going to say. Also, if you do have loans, you need a payback plan. You need to write it down. It needs to be part of how you spend your money. You need to give this to your professionals so they understand that you know that you're on a schedule to pay them back. You have the frequency and duration of how long you're going to be paying these things, because then you know you're tracking your money. You know that I don't actually have that money. It's going to this loan, right? It makes you just a better spender overall. Lastly, we're going to talk about funding. Yeah, we need this money. Get to this money. So when it comes to funding, you have two routes. You can use your own personal funds. You can use other people's money, or OPM. Now, I'm always going to suggest to use other people's money. However, if you haven't done the steps in the first few slides where your credit is going well, you've written things down, and you have professionals, you're not ready yet. You're not ready to use other people's money. We can get there. Never say never. That's what I'm going to say. It's just you just need to start. So if you're just starting and you haven't really gotten everything together on the back end, I'm going to suggest using your personal funds. And this means keeping an eye on that credit rating, making sure you haven't bought nothing crazy so that you can get the loans that you're looking for, and make sure you're paying your bills on time. Those things are going to help you get business funding, okay? Now, if you have established things, you have a business bank account, you have a business credit card, you've used it, you have established some sort of relationship with these banks, then now it's time to use their money. This is the time to get a loan. There, you can get a small business administration loan, which is a U.S. backed loan. This is amazing. This is something that the US government has put in place just for small businesses. If you don't know about this, this is something you could tap into. There are also other ways you can crowdfund. There's venture capitalists, there's angel investors, my favorite, and grants and competitions that you can join. Pitch competitions. There's all types of things that you can join. People are looking for the next big thing so they can tap into it and make money off of you. So let them know you're the next big thing. Start applying for grants. Start to get these small business loans because this is your big step. This gets you the 100,000, 500,000, the $1 million funding, which is really what you want to be. You don't want to be a small business forever. You are trying to be as big as possible, right? And other people's money is going to help you get as big as possible and faster. So, I know you guys want some resources. So, I have definitely put a resource section at the end of this presentation. So there's the SBA district office, there's the Women's Business Center, Small Business Development Center, Veterans Business Outreach Center, SCORE, huge. You guys, I love SCORE. Go in there. And then there's my show, Entrepreneurish, where I interview the people that you need to know, and they give you all types of expert help and advice on how to make moves in your business. They drop all the gems, I promise you. So, one that I wanted to highlight particularly because we are talking about finances is Liz Speaks Money. This is Elizabeth. She's a financial coach and a CFO, and she's raised over $500 million in business funding, and she's ready to help you. So, I'm going to play this little clip of her and her lovely, lovely personality, and you guys can click right here on this link to watch the entire video. Is it gonna work? It's not working. Click it. It's gonna work. You'll be able to watch this at a different time. But if you click the this link right here, 100%, you are going to see the entire interview, and the entire interview is hilarious. We had such a good time. Fantastic. So here's how you can get in touch with me. You can listen to Entrepreneurish by clicking this link. I am on all podcast platforms. We talk about everything from manifestation to being burnt out to keeping your head up to finances to business strategy and to following your dreams, everything that goes in between. We talk about it all on Entrepreneur-ish. Our goal at this podcast is to help you drop the ish. So if you are feeling like, I'm sort of an entrepreneur, this is the place where you can learn to drop it and confidently say, I am an entrepreneur. And if you're looking to be on a podcast, hit me up. You could do so by DMing me at entrepreneur.ish.podcast on Instagram or clicking this link tree and clicking the link that says contact me. Thank you guys so much for watching this presentation. I had such a great time and I can't wait to see you guys. Thank you. Bye.